Hey there, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. In today's episode, we're doing a funny story. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos and more. If you're a subscriber, welcome back and thanks for watching. I hope you like this episode.
Disappointed by reality, time to come back, start something new, build up yourself, it's all to you. Stay strong no matter what they say, you keep getting better every day. Hold your head up, never gonna stop, fears and proud, stand up and shout. Stand my ground.
Hey there, today's video we're doing a funny story. Let's get to it. So, I was talking to you guys the other day in the comments about some of the different situations that we've got going on in the other different videos that I've posted previous to this in our vision loss. And Sean M had made the comment of when he goes out, he has to be extra careful to travel and cross roads, and he has to particularly watch his left side to make sure he doesn't get run over. And I know that feeling because I have more loss of sight on my right side, so I have to do the opposite of him and look on my right more than I do on my left. Now, what's funny is the last video I did with things not to say or do, the last one was to move. If you see us coming with a cane, you know, if we're walking, we can't see that good. That's the purpose of the cane. If we can't see that good, that means we 9 chances out of 10 cannot see you, whether you're 6 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot, or however many feet in front of us. And that's why I made the comment that, you know, you should move if you see us coming. Why? Because last year, approximately 13 months ago, my cousin and I went to the casino not far from the house. And it was a great experience for the most part. We did have a little bit of complications, but we fluffed it off and turned it into a comical thing for us just because it was the first time for us to go out together to the casino. And what was funny is when we first got to the casino, the cousin that actually brought us walked with us to the counter to get our player cards, which is the little members card that you get for rewards and stuff like that for going to the casino. Anyway, we go over there, the cousin gets his, and we figure, with him being the driver, that he would wait for us, but he actually didn't. He took off on his own, which left me and my cousin Jeff, who is also blind from X-linked retinitis pigmentosa like myself, at the counter. We work with the people at the counter, get our membership cards, and they direct us, kind of, in the direction that we have to go to redeem our points and perks for being new members. Okay, so we leave the counter and we start heading in the direction of the kiosk that they told us to look for. Mind you, that key word, look for. And we got about, I'd say, halfway there, and thankfully one of the waitresses that was walking around doing drinks happened to see us, and she came over to assist us by guiding us to where we had to go, and then actually helped us use the machine to get things done so we didn't have to struggle with doing it ourselves. So thank you. I don't know your name, but thank you for that help. It was greatly appreciated. Anyway, after she left us and we had our new perks for being members, we went and started walking around the casino. After a couple minutes, another one of the gentlemen who was a waiter noticed us trying to find machines, and then he guided us to some slot machines that were touchscreen and digital, and we did not want those. We wanted the old school 3-bar thing with the pull handle, you know, standard slot machine. Anyway, we go over there And we start playing on the machine. We're not doing it all that good at getting any winnings. You know, we're getting a few cents here and there, but it's nothing. So we decide that we're going to get up and we'll go find another machine. In this process, we're walking, and this is, remember, the blind leading the blind here. And we start walking around the casino, and you got all the bells and whistles and lights on all the different slot machines, which is a big distraction for someone who is visually impaired because of all the different color lights and brightness of lights and everything else that will draw our eyes away from what we might be focusing on. Anyway, as we're walking, my cousin got a little ahead of me and was trying to walk into an area that had a velvet rope. And we all know that velvet rope hangs at a decent knee height to waist height depending on the style. Well, 9 chances out of 10, our canes don't find that until after the cane has gone underneath it and then finally hit it and then started pushing it up. And that actually happened to my cousin as he was trying to get into an area that was roped off, and it was at the poker tables, and the pit boss was actually standing there and said, "Sir, you can't go this way." He's like, "Okay, well, which way do I go?" He said, "Sir, you can't go this way." Okay, again, which way do I go? I don't think the pit boss actually comprehended the whole idea of a white cane. Not entirely sure. Either way, he repeated himself 3 times before my cousin turned around and walked directly back the way he came and found me only a few steps away, and I was laughing kind of hysterically to myself at a low tone because of listening to the pit boss. Anyway, we started walking around the casino just a little bit more to go find another slot machine. We went and gambled for a few more minutes on the slot machines, and then we decided that we were going to go find our other cousin who actually brought us. And in the process of trying to find my other cousin Harold in the casino somewhere, because we have no idea where he went, we started walking around the outer rim of the casino floor, hoping we might be able to catch him on one of the machines right there at the edge. You know, easy for us to locate. Not so lucky. And in this process, we were walking down one of the areas, and it had a nice opening on the left-hand side, and there was like a cafeteria area and stuff over there, and then you had a railing that would separate you, and you still had a nice spot for walking. And then on the right hand side you have all the different slot machines, some of which are not lit up all that well, and then you have a couple of them that have gigantic 50-60 inch screens to them that are super bright with all the lights and whistles and everything on it. And I'm doing my best to keep an even pace with my cousin, let him be either just in front of me or about even with me. And I was keeping my head down to the right just a little bit because I'm trying to use my brim of my hat to block out the light from all the different machines. And I hear my cousin hit and say, "Oh, I'm sorry." And you heard this gentleman get a tone in his voice like he was very angry until he turned and noticed who had bumped into him, and then he said it was no problem. The downfall to this is at the same time that he's turning to tell my cousin he's alright, I didn't notice him until it was too late, and I thought I was over far enough to avoid him, and I plowed right into his back and I spun him right around. So not only did this gentleman get hit once, but he got hit twice by 2 blind guys in less than 10 seconds. Now, what is so funny about this is that gentleman was about a foot taller than we are, and probably another 50-75 pounds heavier than we are, and was sitting there talking to two women who actually seen us in the background walking right to them. Because they made the comment right after we walked into the gentleman that they seen us. Now, if that's not funny, I don't know what is. Two blind guys go into a casino, go to have a good time, turn around and not even an hour later and practically run over this big dude that's almost twice our size. All because the two women that were with him didn't say a word about how you've got two blind guys about to run you over. So please, if you're sighted, move. Not to be mean or anything, but when we're using that white cane, that should be your automatic sign that we cannot see. Doesn't matter whether we can see 5 feet in front of us or 20 foot in front of us with difficulty. You should automatically assume anyone with a white cane cannot see anything at all and step out of the way. Otherwise, you will get run over. I'm just saying. It's happened before, and this is a perfect example of it happening again. Just move. It only takes you a second to take one side step. That one side step will save you from getting angry at us for being visually impaired and running you over. It will save you from pain of a metal cane hitting you in your shins. It'll save you the pain of getting pushed down on pavement or into another object. None of which you're going to enjoy, none of which is going to make you happy, none of which is going to make us happy, especially if we happen to bend our aluminum cane. Just take it from me, it might be comical, but you really don't want to get run over by a blind person. It hurts. That guy will tell you. Getting shoulder checked is one thing, but to literally get shoulder checked and then turn around and get mowed over right in the center of your back and spun around, I'm sure hurt quite well. Because we don't walk slow. I hope you like this story from Consult a Blind Guy. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to check the description down below for links to my other channels, as well as channels I recommend for the blind and visually impaired, as well as the content creator. I also have a merch line on Teespring. I also have Patreon. Don't forget to check those out as well. Any help would be greatly appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.